Have you ever wondered, what if one small moment, just a single decision, could change your entire life? Tonight's story begins with a simple scene. A young man rushing home from a stressful day, and an old man standing alone at a bus stop, holding something in his trembling hands. A moment so ordinary, you wouldn't think twice about it. But for our main character, this moment would follow him for the rest of his life. Today, we will come to the story, If I Had Known, I Would Have Never Ignored That Old Man. A story about regret, kindness, and the fragile lives we walk past every day without ever understanding the weight someone else is carrying. So, let's begin. Jacob was 29 years old, a quiet, hard-working office employee who often found himself lost in the rhythm of routine. Wake up, commute, work, go home, repeat. Life was not bad, but it felt colorless, like a painting left in the rain. One rainy evening, exhausted and frustrated after a conflict at work, Jacob hurried toward the bus stop. His headphones were on, his mind full of noise that had nothing to do with music. That's when he saw him. An old man, thin, frail, perhaps in his late 70s, standing alone under the dim, flickering bus stop light. He held a small envelope, carefully, almost protectively, as if it were something precious. His clothes were worn, his shoes wet from the rain, and his eyes, those tired gray eyes, looked around with a sadness Jacob instantly noticed, but quickly ignored. Because Jacob, like so many of us, convinced himself, it's none of my business. He sat on the opposite bench and looked at his phone, pretending not to see the old man glancing at him, as if wanting to speak, but too shy to ask. A few minutes later, Jacob heard a weak voice. "Excuse me, do you know which bus goes to Midtown Hospital?" Jacob removed one headphone. He didn't smile. He didn't want conversation. I think it's the number 12, he said quickly. The old man nodded, clutching the envelope closer. Jacob noticed his hands shaking, but he said nothing more. He put his headphones back on. The bus arrived. Jacob got on. The old man struggled, slowly climbing the steps, and Jacob just turned away. They rode in silence. At one stop, Jacob stood up to get off. The old man looked up suddenly, almost in panic, and called out, "Wait, young man, do you know if—" But the bus doors closed, and Jacob walked away, too tired to care, too busy with his own world, too human. The next morning, Jacob boarded the same bus, expecting another ordinary day. But this time, the driver wasn't driving. He was standing outside the bus, talking sadly to two police officers. Jacob overheard, "Yeah, an old man passed away in his seat last night. Looks like he was heading to Midtown Hospital. Heart condition. Poor guy." Jacob froze. An invisible hand squeezed his chest. He stepped back, heart pounding. His ears rang as if underwater. The officer opened a small plastic evidence bag. Inside, a familiar envelope. Jacob's breath stopped. He whispered, "No, no way." The officer continued. Inside the envelope was a letter, addressed to his daughter. Seems he was trying to visit her, maybe for the last time. Jacob felt the world crumble around him. He remembered the old man's trembling hands, his quiet, desperate glances, the moment he tried to speak just before Jacob left. And suddenly, Jacob understood. The old man wasn't asking for directions. He was asking for help, for guidance, for a chance to see his daughter before time ran out. And Jacob ignored him. He ignored what could have been the most important plea of that man's life. His chest tightened with a pain that felt strangely physical, a regret he would carry quietly, silently, for years. Jacob approached the officer. "Sir, I saw that man yesterday," he said, voice trembling. "I think he tried to ask me something. I didn't listen." The officer placed a gentle hand on Jacob's shoulder. "These things happen. You couldn't have known." But Jacob whispered the words that would echo in him forever. "If I had known, I would have never ignored him." For days, Jacob couldn't sleep. He replayed the scene over and over. The old man's eyes, the envelope, the unanswered question. So Jacob made a decision. He went to Midtown Hospital and asked if there was anyone looking for the old man. A nurse led him to a quiet corner. There, sitting alone with red eyes, was a woman in her 40s. "My father," she whispered. "He was coming to see me. I didn't think you would try to come in the rain." Jacob felt tears sting his eyes. I'm so sorry," he said softly. "I was there. I didn't know how much he needed help." The woman didn't blame him. She didn't even look angry. She simply nodded and whispered, "Most people don't know. We all carry invisible burdens." Jacob gave her the envelope. She held it to her heart and cried. At that moment, Jacob realized something profound. Every person we walk past is fighting a battle we know nothing about. From that day on, Jacob changed. He began noticing people, the quiet ones, the tired ones, the lost ones. He listened more. He cared more. He slowed down. Because one moment of kindness might not change the world, but it might change someone's entire universe. Tonight's story reminds us, never underestimate the power of a small act of kindness. You never know whose life you might touch, or whose final moments you might lighten. So when you walk through life, look around just a little more. Listen a little deeper. Care a little stronger. Kindness is never wasted. Thank you for listening. Sleep peacefully. Dream softly. And if this story touched your heart, Remember to subscribe and share this video with someone who might need it tonight. Good night.